Hello, what we're going to be doing today is finding the equation of a plane. In particular, we've got these 3 points and we want to find the equation for z in terms of x and y. I'll tell you right now that the way I like to do this is I like to orient the points a little bit. So I want to have 2, 3, negative 17 here. Now, I want you to notice a couple of things here. First off, notice that this point has the same y-coordinate but a different x-coordinate. So the idea is we're moving over here in the x direction, and we get our new point, which is 5, 3, negative 8. And our other point has the same x-coordinate that we started with, but a different y-coordinate. So we're moving in the y direction. I think orienting the points like this is helpful when you want to find information about the slopes. Okay, so our formula is that z is z sub 0 plus m times x minus x sub 0 plus n times y minus y sub 0. Now, x sub 0, y sub 0, z sub 0 can be one of our points, but the m and the n are telling us slopes. M you usually think of as slope, n is a new variable for slope. M will tell us the slope in the x direction, n will tell us the slope in the y direction. So when we are finding m, we are finding the change in our height, that's our change in z, over our change in x. So I'm looking right now at these 2 points. What's happened? Well, in particular, my z has changed going from the first point to the second point by positive 9. And my x has changed by positive 3. If you're trying to figure out where I got that, that's minus 8 minus a negative 17 over a 5 minus a 2. But that means my m is equal to 3. There we go. To find my n, what I want is the change in z over the change in y. So I'll have negative 29 minus negative 17 over the change in the y values, which is 5 minus 3. That comes out to negative 12 over 2. That's negative 6. Alright, so now that we've got all that information, what we can do is we can rewrite this formula up here with everything plugged in. For the point z sub 0, x sub 0, y sub 0, I'll use our first point. So z equals negative 17 plus our m of 3 times x minus 2 plus our n, which is negative 6, times y minus 3. And of course you can simplify this a little bit. So in particular, notice that we're going to have a 3x minus a 6y, minus 17, minus 6 is negative 23, plus 18, so that's going to be negative 5. So that's the equation of our plane. So note, once again, we took the points, we organized them by seeing which one changed with respect to x and which one with respect to y, and then we found our slope of z with respect to x, slope of z with respect to y, and plugged that in. That's how you find a plane as a function of 2 variables.